let's make some herb salt. And today we're going to make citrus salt. And herb salts are super cool. And so part of really getting, having what it means, to have an herbal kitchen or to have your kitchen herb ready, so that you don't have to feel herbally inspired to get all kinds of great herbs into your meal, is to have condiments, herbal condiments. And what is so beautiful about this is that we make herbal condiments with things that we're already using. We're already using herbal oils, we're already using oils, we're already using vinegar, honey, and salt. Pretty much every house I've been to has some sort of salt on the table. It's salt and pepper, actually. And so as you know, I'm way big on going beyond salt and pepper. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make an herb salt. And an herb salt is different than just like an herbally inspired mixture that you can use instead of salt. What we're going to do here is actually just add herbs to what we're already using. You have salt on the table right now, I bet. So let's just add herbs to it. Let's just find ways. I'm just all about finding all these different ways to add herbs to what you're already using. And that step by step is how you're gonna really get your herbal kitchen in place. And when you have all these herbal condiments, what happens is you have daily access. You have daily points of meeting with these herbs and spices pretty much at every meal. And then you learn. And you don't even realize, it's not like you're learning. You're not like crossing the checkoff list. I'm going to learn herbs today. You're just learning because you're tasting it, you're touching it, you're smelling it. It's just part of your life. And that's really how we learn herbalism. What I'm finding with so many of my students and people is that, when I first started studying herbal medicine, I had to go to the library. There were 2 books, right? Now the kind of the curse is overwhelm. We're trying to download generations of herbal knowledge in a really quick time. Herbalism, home herbalism is a generational knowledge. And really the thing that I hear, I really hear people feeling overwhelmed. And so I'm just this is a really simple way to start building your skill. And after a year or 2 of just having all these herbal condiments in your life, you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, wow, actually, I do know a lot. And I didn't even realize I was learning, right? And so the other thing that I hear pretty much, I've heard it thousands of times, and it goes like this. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have learned that earlier. I wish I would have started doing this earlier. Wow, I wish I would have done this when I was raising my kids. I wish I would have done this earlier. I hear that across the board from every student from every walk of life. So this is the most easy thing you can do. You can open your salt shaker, do half salt, half some other herb, and you can start right now. Okay, so we're gonna make citrus salt today. And what we're going to put, so first of all, let's talk about your salt. So most salt, like in restaurants or the general salt, is basically, it's a highly processed salt that's been reduced down to sodium chloride. When you start eating just sodium chloride in your food, you can be guaranteed that you're going to develop some health issues. Sodium chloride alone is not good for us. Real salt, good salt, healthy salt is in its full form and it's mineral rich. So I have a few salts that I use, and I am not going to guarantee that these salts are going to be available tomorrow. It's a highly changing market. The Himalayan salt is actually, you want to make sure that your salt is fair trade. The Himalayan salt is moving into a place of not being fair trade right now. So I'm actually not buying Himalayan salt right now. I know that's like sacrilege because everybody's in love with it. But I don't want to date this video, but as of right now, the Himalayan salt is coming out of Pakistan and it's like slave labor. So I hate to bust your bubble on that, but it might not be how it is tomorrow. So don't be afraid to do your research. Call the company, talk to your store, talk to your distributor, talk to your health food store. Say like, where's this salt coming from? How is it processed, right? Are they processing stuff out of it, or is it coming in its whole form? Like the Celtic gray sea salt right now is coming in its just whole form. So it's not just sodium chloride, it's just lots of other really healthy minerals and electrolytes, right? It's the electrolytes when you have the electrolytes in the food, it's what helps you to absorb the hydration from your food. It's not just about drinking water, it's about having electrolytes so that you can use the hydration. Okay, so again, you know, I will probably get 100 emails like, where'd you get your salt? What? Because again, these salts could go away, these brands could go away tomorrow. So just wherever you are, or maybe you're in a part of the world, you're like, I can't get any of those. Find a salt distributor. I live on the coast, and we have a lot of amazing people that harvest salt from our water here, and I get some locally harvested salt. I'm really lucky about that. So just do a little bit of homework and get some good full spectrum non-processed salt that's not sodium chloride, that's full of minerals and electrolytes, okay? So that being said, let's make our herb salt, our citrus salt. And so again, your herb salts, they don't last quite as long as salt because you're adding the herb to it, and the herb has a shorter shelf life. The biggest, you know, once you add the herbs, your herb salt, it's going to be good for a year. The problem is that you're using your salt, you're cooking with it, you got it on the table. What happens is that the moisture, when you're cooking with the salt, moisture gets in, and then the herb and the salt kind of cake together. So try to keep the moisture out of your herb salts. It'll help the shelf life, have a longer shelf life. Okay, so I love this salt. So this salt is 2 tablespoons of salt. I'm going to use the Himalayan pink salt. 1/4 cup of powdered orange peel. And a teaspoon of black pepper, okay? So the orange peel, the powdered orange peel, is full of vitamin C. It's full of pectin, and it's a prebiotic that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gastrointestinal tract. And pepper is one of the most amazing carminatives. It helps you to digest anything. It helps you to digest fat and heavy meals. And really what we're doing here is we're not only now putting salt into our food, we're putting carminatives. And I say a carminative at every meal. You want a carminative at every meal. What does that mean? Carminative herbs are herbs that help increase the flow of blood, energy, and oxygen to the digestive tract so you can digest your food, so you can get more nutrition out of your food, so that your nutrition is more easily dispersed to your tissues, right? So you don't want to go it alone eating your food. You want the help of your carminatives. And so how cool is that to just get your carminatives into your salt, right? Ready? Okay, let's make this. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Go like that. You get yourself some shakers. Oh, I could have mixed it in here. And there you go. You put your lid on. Now the thing is, you can use this just like regular salt instead of salt. You can also use it to kind of like tenderize your food. You know, if you do marinades, in, you know, your pork chop or your vegetables, your tofu, your broccoli, you can sprinkle this on before you cook it and use it as like a tenderizer, and you can put it into marinades and salad dressings. It's used in a lot of different ways, but this is so good. The citrus salt, you can use it on fish and poultry and any kind of grain, any kind of vegetable. It just really adds a very nice flavor. And so one of the things I want to just show you is how to make your own orange peel powder. And you can use, so I do this with lemons and oranges. Like most everybody has access to oranges, and it's so simple to just make your own orange peel. So you've eaten an orange, and you're going to eat an orange, and you get 2 gifts. Mother Earth, man, she is amazing. She throws it down every day for us, doesn't she? And it's like, for me, I like to just honor everything she, you know, for me, it's like just honoring what she gives me, you know? It's like she's going to give me the peel. The peel is amazing. And so what you do is when you peel your orange, you're going to slice the peel like that. And again, it's this pith. So this is high in vitamin C. It's a carminative. is you put it on a pan like this. And now you want to put this in the oven on the lowest setting. You're not frying these or cooking these or baking these. I put this on in my oven like right before the light turns on. You know, it's below 200 degrees. I put it on the lowest setting and I just let it in. So the question is like, how long? I can't tell you that. Like, it takes me about 3 hours, but it depends on the type of orange. It depends on how thin you slice it. It depends on the temperature of your oven. There is no set like this is how long it takes, but a whole pan of these takes me about 3 hours on my lowest setting, but I can't guarantee that's how long it's going to take for you. Okay. So you're going to have to watch it. And you've got your orange peel. This is made. Okay. So you may have noticed in the herbal world lately, there are a lot of claims being made. There are, you know, I went into a really mainstream supermarket the other day and there were like herbal products all over the place. There are a lot of herbal claims being made, like this herb does that, this herb heals that. When you start putting carminatives, digestive aid, pepper, orange peel in your meals, I can make a really big claim for you. I don't trust all this stuff in the store, but adding digestive aid to every meal is something that little by little, it's a choice that you make every day that helps you to make healthier cells. And it's the kind of thing that adds up instead of like going for the quick fix, like, oh, this cures that. If you at every meal support digestion, you know, in all of the health traditions around the world, from Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, Western clinical medicine, supporting digestion is number one. Like if you don't know what's going on and you don't know where to start, you start with supporting digestion, being able to assimilate and eliminate. And so by adding these carminatives and these digestive supporting herbs at every meal, you can just put that in the bank, right? You can know that you're putting some really good health care into place. All right. So we've made our own orange peel. Let's see. It's interesting. I also have some lemon. These are, oh my God. Oh, can you smell that? I wish you could smell that. This is Meyer lemon peel. If you can get a hold of some Meyer lemon and make your own Meyer lemon citrus salt, that, like, you can't buy that, right? It is so good. But here's what you do. You just take your peels and powder them up. You can make tea with this and drink a digestive support tea. You just get them in here, put them in your coffee grinder, your bullet, your Osterizer, your Vitamix, like whatever blender you've got. Oh yeah, this is good. This is going to make some good powder. Okay, and also look at the difference between the purchased powder and the homemade powder. Big difference, right? So this is also when you get your herbal kitchen set up, you realize that, yeah, we're really lucky. We have access to all these herbs that we can just have sent in the mail. But you start making some stuff yourself and the quality just goes like that. You just get such a higher quality. I mean, okay, the difference in smell between these two is just incredible. It's completely, so when you start saying, what's the best herb? How long does it last? You know, this has probably been, by the time it gets to the grower, the distributor, the store, sits on the store, it's easily a year old, right? There's just no comparison and you can't buy this fresh. So hopefully getting your herbal kitchen in place with your purchased herbs, you start to just look for one or two things that you can start to grow yourself and process yourself, right? So you can turn this into, you can add this to your salt, you can make tea with it, super amazing digestive support. And yeah, there's your citrus salt.